I do love me some Scarlett Johansson, and that's some new movies for my collection. Everybody, this video does once again bring us down into the library, and as you saw in the previous video, I got to leave the house. In fact, I got to leave the state. Never thought I'd be so excited to go to New Jersey, but that was amazing. Just actually being able to get away and go somewhere was fantastic. Kind of mind clearing, if you will. So over the last 3 months, I've been pretty much stuck here at home under quarantine, with the exception of a few trips out to Target to pick up some essentials and some pops and some movies, and also going to the post office to drop off store orders and to pick up packages from you guys. Other than that, again, I've pretty much been here at home, haven't really been going anywhere, so to actually get out and do a little bit of a road trip and to do some driving and to actually go somewhere and to hang out with a friend was fantastic. So again, if you haven't actually seen the previous video, go check that out. Viewer Steven gave me and John a ton of movies. 4 boxes full of movies, full of DVDs. It was amazing. And on top of that, a ton of really cool toys and whatnot as well for the store. So that was fantastic. Again, Steven, thank you so much. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys what I decided to actually keep as far as the movies are concerned for my collection, because there is a, look at this, there is a large pile here. This is the top of the pile I'm putting my hand on. A very large pile here of titles I decided to keep for my collection. I did not think that was going to happen. I honestly thought, all right, keeping a couple of the seasons I need, maybe 1 or 2 movies, that's going to be about it. But little did I know, I'd have a huge pile here of titles I actually wanted to add to my collection. Very surprised by that. So again, we're going to take a look at what it is I decided to keep for me, for my collection. Again, Steven, thank you so much. Let's see what I'm keeping. Okay, so today I actually went through all those boxes of DVDs to decide what I wanted to keep. And like I said, I was very surprised to find this much stuff I actually wanted for my collection. So first up here is The Take. Never seen this, know nothing about this. I don't know what even to say about it, other than it just looked interesting, has a decent cast. If you've seen it, leave a comment, let me know. In fact, if you've seen any of this stuff that I'm not aware of, I've never seen before, that I'm just adding to my collection because it looks interesting, leave comments. I want to hear your thoughts on everything. Now, these I knew I was keeping. This is seasons, I don't know what we have here. 1, 3, 4, 6, 5... a bunch of seasons of Oz. I only have, I guess, the 2nd season in my collection. I don't know. I have 1 random season in my collection, but not these. So yeah, we have seasons again. 1, 4, 6, 5, 3, bunch of random seasons here. So Oz is a show I never really got into. I remember seeing random episodes on this back on HBO way back in the day, back when the show was actually still on the air. I remember catching some episodes, and it always looked like an interesting show, and I know a lot of people liked it. It had a really big following, still has a following. People love this one, but again, it's something I never really got into, and I only have 1 of the seasons on DVD in my collection. I've always wanted to get into this one, so I don't know, does this complete my set? How many seasons of Oz were there? Leave comments down below. Regardless, I had to grab all these. I was pretty excited to get every one of these now into my collection because either I guess I have the full series or I'm very close. And it looks like seasons 5, 6, and 4 are still brand new factory sealed. That is awesome, and one of these days, maybe I'll actually get around to watching this show. Next up is something here I have no idea about. This is a mystery to me. This is called The Thornbirds, and then we have The Thornbirds: The Missing Years. Is this a show or a miniseries or a movie or I don't know. What is this? Clue me in. It just looked interesting, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna add this one to my collection. But again, I know nothing about this at all. Again, movie, miniseries. What is this? Clue me in. Let me know Is it any good? These are both brand new factory sealed. I don't know, they just looked kind of cool. So many more just random movies here. So we have Comanche Moon. Again, leave the comments. Infiltrator. This is one of the ones that intrigued me the most. I don't know, anytime I don't take this wrong way, but anytime I see a swastika, I get intrigued. It makes me go, oh, what's this movie about? Okay, so I don't know. I'm intrigued by this one. Looks like it has a good cast as well. Again, if you guys have seen it, let me know about this one. When I was going through all the movies actually at Steven's house, this is one of the ones that kind of jumped out at me, and I was like, okay, I gotta see what that one's about. Fresh from the Miramax Collectors series. I've never even seen this before. I don't know what this is. I had no idea this movie even existed, but Samuel L. Jackson, I'm pretty much sold. And I don't know, anything like Miramax does tends to be really, really good, so I had to grab that. Again, Sam, the Cleaner, or sorry, just Cleaner, not The Cleaner is a completely different movie. Cleaner, so, I don't know, any good? Maybe? Then I did decide to keep this, Steven Seagal, Out of Reach. When is this from? 2004. So, when it comes to Steven Seagal movies, I like his earlier stuff, and then his later stuff, not nearly as much. His movies went they went very much downhill. I've never seen this one. I don't know. I'm intrigued though. I have not seen a Steven Seagal movie in a long time because I just stopped watching them. They're not really good anymore. At least the ones I've seen aren't really good anymore, but I don't know. Maybe this one's good. I haven't seen this one. I'll give it a try. I'll check it out. If you like it, let me know. Fair Game. I'm really picking most of these up because they have good casts. I mean, again, Naomi Watts, Sean Penn, I'm sold. Match Point, if I'm not mistaken, yes, this is a Woody Allen movie, and I haven't seen this one either. I don't know why, because when it comes to Woody Allen, I pretty much buy anything. If his name is on a movie, whether he's in it, directed it, wrote it, whatever, I want to see it, and I don't know why I don't yet have that one in my collection. That's kind of surprising. Shadow Boxer? Okay, this one I'm not sure about. Cuba Gooding Jr. I feel so bad for that guy. He was on the top and then just, I don't know, disappeared. I always feel bad for when that happens to an actor who just you know, they're there. They're gonna be this. They're the next big hot thing, and then it doesn't happen. I feel so bad. So I don't know. Again, let me know if this one's any good. It just looked interesting. I thought the cast seemed cool, and the synopsis sounded alright. First Time Felon. Why have I not seen this one? I don't know. Another HBO title. What's this from? 2010 maybe? I don't know. Again, it looks interesting. Again, good cast. I like HBO. Gotta check that one out. Against the Wall. So much Samuel L. Jackson being added to my collection, and I'm not complaining about that because Sam usually sells me on a movie. If he's in it, I'm probably gonna watch it. Proof, which has Gwyneth Paltrow in it. Yeah. So much crazy and so much pretty. Yeah, and I mean, Anthony Hopkins, Jake Gyllenhaal, don't know, but I'm sold on the cast alone. Then we have War and Peace, a BBC title. Again, don't know anything about this. How many discs is this? I don't even know. Looks to be like it's gonna be a few. I'm guessing a miniseries, a BBC miniseries. Like I said, never seen it. Clue me in. There were so many war titles in those boxes, but unfortunately, I actually had most of them. But there was one I didn't have, and that was the Seawolves. Never seen this one. Very happy to get it into my collection. I love these war titles, and I'm guessing this one may be about a submarine. Ooh, there's a submarine. Anything that has to do with submarines, I'm kind of sold on that. The Prize Winner with Julianne Moore. I love Julianne Moore, by far one of my favorite actors in the whole world. So, don't know, but I'm checking that out. Away From Her, again, don't know, clue me in. A Chorus Line. Why is this not in my collection yet? I was actually really surprised by that. I had to double check that. When I saw this, I had to go on to cinemasickness.com and look at my collection, make sure, just double check. I did not have a Chorus Line in my collection, and surprisingly, for some bizarre reason, I did not yet own this, so brand new factory sealed. I own it now. This is cool, a Scarlett Johansson triple feature set. This comes with, let's see, a Girl with a Pearl Earring, which I think I already own, A Good Woman, which I don't own, and American Rhapsody, which I also don't own. So this is really cool. Also, factory sealed. I do love me some Scarlett Johansson, and that's some new movies for my collection. Why am I dropping everything tonight? All right, well, let's see how many more titles I can throw to the ground. So here is another TV series that I only have season 2 of in my collection, and that is Deadwood. So I got season 3 and season 1. Again, leave comments down below. How many seasons of this show was there? I never actually watched this show. In fact, I've never seen a single episode of Deadwood. I hear it's really, really good. It's an HBO series. I do love me some Wild West movies, so or TV shows. Anything Western, I'm a big fan of. So I've always been wanting to check this one out. But like I said, I only ever had season 2 in my collection, so at least now I can watch the first 3 seasons. Is there more? I don't know. Let me know about that one. The Hunting Party. Again, don't know. Kill Shot. Surprise, I don't have this one in my collection either. I've come across this title probably about like 9,000 times out in the wild, but I guess I just never bothered to pick it up. A Dry White Season, a movie I know of, but I did not yet own, so pretty happy to get that one in my collection. Harsh Times, some Christian Bale, never seen it. The Painted Veil, Naomi Watts and Edward Norton. Again, another movie I've heard of, but I've never actually seen, and happy to get that one as well. Then we got Paul Newman in Hombre. This is awesome. Again, as I said, I love Westerns, so yeah, that of course was going into my collection. Here we go. This is cool. Prairie Fever. This has Kevin Sorbo in it. Hercules himself. I met him. Super nice guy. Probably one of the nicest actors I have ever met. One of the nicest celebrities I've ever met in my entire life. Super cool guy. And I've been really wanting to get into some of his movies. I've only ever seen things like Walking Tall and a few other random movies he's done, but I've never really got into his wider catalog. So I've been wanting to check some of those out. So I'm definitely going to see this, and it's also a Western, so I'm kind of sold. And actually, that does it for the movies, but we've got CDs. Now this I wasn't too surprised about because I kind of figured I'd be keeping a lot of these CDs. Steven apparently has really good taste in music. He had a lot of awesome albums and I did not own many of them, so I knew I'd be keeping these and popping them onto my iPod. We have Eric B. and Rakim. This is cool. I haven't listened to any of this music in so long. The Best of Radiohead. See, this is awesome because Radiohead is one of those bands that I like, but will I actually put their full albums onto my iPod? Probably not, just because I don't listen to them that often. I enjoy their music, but they're not a band I usually go, you know what, I'm in the mood for Radiohead. That doesn't happen too often. So these best of albums are fantastic because this will make it onto my iPod, and then if I do want some Radiohead or I just have my iPod on shuffle, the hits will come on. I like that. I love these best ofs. Speaking of best ofs, we have Red Hot Chili Peppers' Greatest Hits. I believe they actually had 2 Greatest Hits albums, like one of their earlier work, and then this one. That's cool. Did not have that yet in my collection. Some Van Halen with what's this? 5150. Awesome. Very cool. Tribe Called Quest, the anthology. Come on, how awesome is that? Love me some Tribe. Bob Marley and the Wailers, this being Survival. See, I can read, I can speak. This is great. I love me some good reggae. Slick Rick, as you saw in the previous video, I was kind of freaking out when I saw this because honestly, I kind of just forgot Slick Rick even existed. So when I saw that, I was pretty happy, and I'm really looking forward to listening to that. This is the Best of Blondie, which I already have a Best of Blondie album in my collection. I'll have to see if the songs are the same or not. This is definitely a very different release from the one I have, so some songs might differ on there. Poison, this is Look What the Cat Dragged In. I did not have this yet in my collection. I was pretty excited about that. Hair metal, good stuff. Then we have Eagles, Hotel California. Eagles are one of those bands that I enjoy, but I'm not some huge fan of. To be honest, a best of their album would probably be good for me, but still, it's very cool. This is great. Bryan Adams, So Far, So Good. Oh my gosh, Bryan Adams is awesome. This is a really good selection of music right there. Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Why was this not in my collection? Again, this is one of those other titles that I had to look up and go, wait a minute, I have this, right? I did not have Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Again, how do I not yet have that in my collection? I don't know. I do now. That's awesome. Same thing with Duran Duran Greatest. How do I not yet have the greatest hits of Duran Duran? Duran Duran? what is with my actual speaking today? Apparently it's non-existent. The best of Grandmaster Flash. Again, so much music I just haven't listened to in such a long time, with the exception of Run DMC. Now, Run DMC I do listen to. I have a couple of their albums on my iPod. I love their music, and I'm so excited to have their greatest hits, because even though I do really like their music, this is probably going to replace the other albums, and I'll just rock out to their hits. This is fantastic. I was really excited to see that in the pile of CDs. Then we got here we go, Jimmy Cliff Reggae Hits. I'll be honest, not really familiar with his music, but it said reggae. So if you guys are into reggae music, if you're into his music, leave a comment down below. Let me know about this. This is one I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna listen to, see if it's any good. I got a feeling I'm gonna like that, because again, I do tend to really like reggae music. Now this is cool. We've got some Cypress Hill with the self-titled album and their greatest hits album. This is great. Cypress Hill is one of those groups that I just never really listened to all that much. I know their hits, I know some of their more popular songs, but again, just a rap group I just never really got into. That's about to change. I'm looking forward to checking out a lot more of their music I've never heard before, because what I have heard I really do enjoy. Some more Grandmaster Flash, very cool. This is great. Rob Zombie, the Millennium Collection, the best of. Again, what makes this different from the other Rob Zombie greatest hits album I have? I'm not sure. Maybe some different songs? Looks like it's kind of all the same stuff. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I love me some Rob Zombie, so definitely want to keep that. This is Journey Escape. Again, another band I like, but I'm not some big fan of. Again, a greatest hits album of theirs would do well in my collection. Another Millennium Collection here. We have Bob Marley and the Wailers, the Jade Years. I'm not entirely sure. Bob Marley, fantastic. Again, I love reggae music. And other than Stir It Up, I'm curious to see if I've actually heard of any of these songs. I may have, I don't know. Regardless though, that is too cool. Cinderella, Night Songs, like I said, hair metal, awesome stuff. Definitely want to keep that one. Def Leppard's Greatest Hits, again, something else that'll find itself on my iPod, because Def Leppard, good band, enjoy their music, but a Greatest Hits album, that's what I'm going to listen to over and over and over again. The best of B-Boy Records, Boogie Down Productions, awesome, very cool. And last but not least, we have Public Enemy. This is Yo Bum Rush the Show. I do enjoy me some Public Enemy as well, so very cool. And there you go. That is everything that I decided to keep from Steven's collection. So much amazing stuff. Again, if you guys haven't seen the previous video, really check that out, because you can see all the stuff he gave us. Just boxes and boxes and boxes full of DVDs, a ton of awesome toys and collectibles and things like that. It was amazing, so cool. Like I said, this is the stuff I'm actually keeping for my personal collection, but everything else I took home as well, and that's all going to the store. Alright guys, so there you go. That is it. Again, Steven, thank you so much for everything. Just mind completely blown by the amount of stuff you donated. I can't believe how many awesome titles. Again, so much more stuff that I actually thought I'd be adding to my collection was inside those boxes. That was so cool. All those toys and collectibles and everything else going to the store. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate that. With everything that's going on right now, it really does mean a lot to me and my family. So thank you. And even somewhat more importantly than that, thank you for giving me an excuse to actually go somewhere and get out of the house and have a life again. That was amazing. Yesterday really helped clear my mind and cheer me up. If you guys can get out of the house, get out of the house. If you've been just living in your house for the last 3 months, get out, do something, try to go somewhere. It really does help clear your head. Yesterday really did help me mentally, so thank you for that. But anyway guys, that is it. I'm gonna go. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the Cinema the store, where a lot of Steven's stuff has gone. Again, if you guys want all kinds of cool movies and collectibles and toys, definitely head over to the store, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh, and I almost completely forgot to mention, on the way home from Steven's house, I actually met up with another viewer because he had bought some items off the store, and I told him I'd be right by his area so I could just drop the items off, save him some money on shipping, and as it turns out, he had a few items he wanted to donate as well.